Do you use nitrous? If so, we have a message for you. There are rings that are good for nitrous, and there's rings that are maybe not so good.
Oh yeah, you've got that right. We'll bring up, for example, typical ductile plasma moly ring. Ductile iron base material, it's nice. Plasma moly coating, that's nice. Works really well until you throw a bunch of nitrous on it. What is nitrous?
It's an accelerant, essentially. Basically, it has more oxygen. It carries it, so it basically makes the combustion more aggressive, so it's faster, which actually can cause detonation.
I think you used the word the other day, we were talking, an uncontrolled combustion event.
Yeah.
Well, when that happens, we get into that detonation. First thing it's going to do is knock that moly out of the ring. Moly's a neat coating, been around for a long time. The one thing molybdenum doesn't do very well is stick to the part. It does not like to have great adhesion. So when we get into power adders, boosted engines, especially nitrous engines, the moly likes to let go. We've all seen it. You look at the face of the ring and it looks like there's a channel cut in it. Why? Because there is a channel cut in it. Then we fill that channel back filled with moly. What's it look like when the moly's gone? It looks like a channel. Where'd all that moly go? Went into your engine. That stuff's a very sharp material and likes to tear parts up. So the last thing we want to do is put that moly-filled ring into an environment that's likely to lose that moly. The other problem we have is just the base material, the ductile iron. Ductile iron is great stuff, but what happens when we put it in with an oxygenator?
Because that oxygen is going to make it hot, right? Heat is what's the byproduct of combustion. And when you have a more aggressive combustion event, not only does it generate more pressure, breaking the moly, it generates more heat. And while heat will put the tension in the ring, what else does it do?
It takes it out. You'll take that ring out of the engine, the end gaps are all closed up. It's like, wow, man, I've got to pry the ring open to get it off the piston. Or if you look at the end gaps, they're all misaligned. It looks like the ring's all bent. All of that came from the heat produced by that oxygenator.
So when you go to nitrous, you need to change your ring material and coating. So don't use a ductile moly ring set if you're going to be running nitrous. That's where you got to go to at least, say, like the AP steel ring with that PVD C33 coating on it. That way it can handle it. Or if you're getting crazy nitrous, then you need to go up even higher.
Yeah, you got what we call the crazy nitrous guys. We've got to move into tool steel, M2. I don't want to call it the toughest material on the planet, but it is what the toughest we can do right now on the third planet from the sun. Someday, who knows, maybe they'll be inking out, but it's not today. M2 is the toughest thing we've got. So if you're going to get into that multi-stage, we'll say insanity that is, big time nitrous, whether it's pulling tractors, pro mods, aircraft, racing engines, you want to look at the tool steel ring.
And that's the key. So depending upon your application, it's going to dictate what the material and coatings of your ring should be. And it's especially true for nitrous. And as Keith always says, if you have questions, make us your first call before you make decision on what parts to buy, because hey, if you call us after you already bought the parts,
it's usually a little too late. We get that call all the time. Well, I got these, and then you come to find out when I first started out, I was going to put a single stage on it. Well, now I've been talked into putting 3 stages on it, and I already fitted all these other rings that I've got. Well, guess what? You own them now.
Right, and that's the thing. That's why I say make us your first call, not your last call, because nitrous tends to be just like that old children's book. If you give a mouse a cookie, well, yeah, you start off with a 100 shot. Before you know it, you got a 500 shot.
Yep, absolutely. What you might get away with on one's not what you're going to get away with on the other. So again, like we always say, do your research, do your diligence. If you're not 100% sure of what you're going to get, give us that call.